You in a situation where the apartment is not the best and you can't move, where there are creative ways to take that space and turn it into something that you will absolutely love and adore. Stick with me all the way to the end because I got plenty of tips and tricks to help you to make your uncomfortable living space more comfortable and beautiful than you ever dreamed of. Let's get started. Okay, y'all. So right now, let's start from the very beginning. First things first, you have to move all of the furniture out of the way. You got to reposition your furniture so that you can get behind all of those sofas, clean those windowsills. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So you want to take your dingy, dirty space and turn it into something beautiful. First and foremost, you got to move everything out of the way. You got to start from the ground up and turn this thing into a masterpiece. Now, so that y'all know that I'm not over exaggerating, you see how dingy this apartment is? Yes, the walls. It needs a fresh coat of paint, but ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not painting nothing. It's going to stay the way it is. Imperfections in the wall. I don't care how many times I have shampooed this carpet, it just does not come clean. And my landlord is not pulling up this carpet. It's cracks in the tile, but we got solutions for all of this. We know how to hide these imperfect situations that are going on in this wall, and we're going to turn this dingy apartment into something that you might love and enjoy. So let's get started. First things first, we want to start by cleaning these windows because these windows is filthy. Make sure your windows is clean so that you can let in some beautiful sunlight. Now let's get to the vacuuming part. I got fur babies, y'all. And anybody that knows anything about cats, it be dander everywhere. So the most important thing is you need to vacuum. Get all the cracks and the crevices. Take that hose off that vacuum. Get in all those little tight spaces where litter and hair fall all in the cracks and crevices. You want to make sure that your space is thoroughly vacuumed. If you're like me and you live in an apartment with carpet, you want to make sure that you thoroughly vacuum on a consistent basis. Around this time of the year, we not only have cat hair, kitty litter all over the place, we got dust, dirt, pollen. So make sure that you vacuum your space. Keep it clean and debris free as possible. And don't just run that vacuum one time, run that vacuum often. Now that we done vacuumed all the cracks and crevices, now we're going to put this sofa back together a little bit. Now, y'all see my litter pan in the corner. I got that little thing hidden because I don't like to see it. And yes, I do clean my litter pan each and every day because I have fur babies. And if you don't want your house to smell like Kitty City, I suggest that you clean that litter pan at least once a day. Now that we are positioning our furniture and getting it back in order, the most important thing you want to remember is to also go in and vacuum it. All right, so now that you got that sofa vacuumed, let's start putting things back together. Now, I follow a lot of interior design channels on YouTube, and every interior designer will tell you that scale is key. But I like my furniture a little large because I live in a very small space, and for me, the larger furniture just makes it look more warm, more inviting, and it just opens up the space and it makes it look grand to me. So you follow your own advice. You follow your own advice. Do what works for you. Again, scale is key. You don't want furniture bumping up against the walls where it won't fit. However, if your space is large enough, I say go for it. Bigger is sometimes better, y'all. Stick with me all the way to the end, and you'll see exactly what it is that I'm talking about when I say bigger is better. Now, we done got the sofa all together. We done vacuumed behind the sofa. We forgot the rug, y'all. Yes, we forgot to put the rug down. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Let's get this rug together. Now, interior designers will tell you that you need to purchase a rug that is 2 sizes larger than your sofa. That's not my situation. That's not my case. It's not a one-size-fit-all shoe, people. It is a situation where you got to work with what you have. I can't buy a larger rug for my area or my space because then it'd be bumping up against the walls. I had to use all of my resources, so I had to use what I have, y'all. Just because your rug may not be big enough, it may be all that you have to work with at that time. So you got to use the resources that you have. There is no one set way of doing things. Even though you have designers that come on these channels and tell you your rug is too small, it don't fit the space. Y'all, follow your own advice. Do what's going to work best for you. And in a later season or at a later time, then you're in a position where you can purchase a rug or a larger rug for your space. Then that's when you go ahead and you pull the trigger and you purchase the rug. But for right now, for me, I'm working with what I have. No, I am not going out and buying no larger rug. I'm working with the rug that I have already. This rug came from Marshall's Home Goods, y'all. It was a really nice size rug. It's a decent rug. It fit the space. And it did exactly what I needed it to do for me in my space. Now, I had some extra spaces left out of the carpet where you could see the other area rug or the other rug, but I got ways to hide that. And yes, I did still follow some of the design trends and put all 4 legs on that rug. However, I still just did me, y'all. I got the area rug down. I got it positioned the way I wanted it to. And you'll see, it's going to come together. I only got a little couple pieces on the ends that you can see of the other rug, but don't worry about that. We got fixes for that too. Now, let's get these pillows back up on this sofa and get this sofa together. This is a modular sofa called the Lola from American Signature, and no, this video is not sponsored. But y'all, it's a modular sofa, and I will leave a link in the description box below where you could purchase this sofa at. It is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. It's very comfortable. Don't be discouraged by the cream. It's easy to clean. The cushions unzip and they are machine washable. And as for the backs and the bottoms, you can just lightly scrub them with a warm scrub brush and some mild detergent. That's all you really need to clean this sofa. It's not a lot. And again, I don't allow my pets to be all up on my furniture, but dander gets all over everywhere. So, sometimes you got to just make sure that you keep it neat and keep it clean. Again, this is the modular sofa, y'all. So the pieces are like a puzzle. So you got to make sure that each piece is where it belongs, or it'll be like disconfigured. It won't come together properly. So just take your time. Now we're going to keep this thing going. You have a lot of designers that come on the channels and tell you that the fireplace is out. Don't use the recessed fireplace. But y'all, I love my fireplace. It was the perfect addition to this space, and at nighttime, it is just absolutely beautiful. I purchased this fireplace from Temu. Yes, it is Temu for the win, y'all. I'll leave a link in the description box below for the fireplace that I have. Now, we got this corner over here where the fountain and the fire extinguisher is. We're going to go out and look for something for that corner. But for now, this is what we got. Now, as y'all see, this space is slowly coming together, bit by bit, piece by piece. We got the rug down. We got the cushions on the sofa. Now we just going to add a little couple of personality pieces to bring this space together. I got these pillows from Marshall Home Goods. I believe they were $19.99. And all we're going to do with these pillows is just provide a little bit of texture and a little bit of color to the space. Let's move on. Now this table right here is another find that I got from American Signature Furniture. I will leave a link in the description box below for this table. I can't remember what the name of the table was. However, That table is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it because it's on casters, meaning that it's on wheels so that I can roll it all around, especially when I need to vacuum all up underneath it and behind it. And here you just see me cleaning it and wiping it down, getting ready to put my little pieces that I purchased to tie in this space and bring it all together so that it is a beautiful and an inviting and warm space. Now, we're going to go ahead and add some accents. These are stone vessels that I purchased from HomeSense, I believe it was. They were not that expensive, but they make a great addition to the space. I'm also going to incorporate a stone bowl with some green mulch just for decorative purposes and to add some greenery to the space. I'm a plant mama, so I love plants and greenery. Now, don't come for me in the comments about this throw. This is one of those hand knit throw things that I tried to do on my own. Y'all, don't come for me. I did the best I could. And by the time I'm done with it, you won't even know and be able to tell the difference anyway. But y'all, don't be scared to try new and creative ideas, even if it turns out imperfect. You can take the most imperfect spaces and make them exactly what you want them to be. They don't absolutely have to be perfect all the time, people. Trust the process, trust in yourself, and just give it a shot. Now, we got to do something about this wall right here, y'all. Remember I told you about those imperfections? And I wasn't painting, I was dead serious. I had a solution for that. I bought these pictures from HomeSense many years ago, y'all. And they did not look like this. I went into the Lowe's and got me a quart of paint and a paint roller. And I repainted over the previous prints that were originally on this canvas. Y'all, these pictures did not look like this. I went on Pinterest and found me some creative ideas on how to change these pictures, some DIYs. And just with a simple paintbrush and a roller and a little bit of paint, I repainted them myself. Are they perfect? No. But we're talking about bringing something beautiful to your imperfect space where nobody can even tell the difference. Nobody don't know that I didn't purchase these portraits like they are. These were hand painted by me, yes. I'm proud of my little self. Now, let's get finished cleaning this space up because the rest of the floor is a mess. We got the cracked up tile that we really can't do nothing about, but we're going to make it and do the best that we can with what we have. So, to follow up, again, we're going to go out and find something for that space with that fountain and that fire extinguisher shortly. But right now, let's sweep up the remaining little bit of debris and dust that may have accumulated over time. Sweep that stuff up, get it out of there. Mop that floor, because again, it's a tile floor. I'm going to add a little mop to it, and everything will be fine. Let's go to the store. All right, y'all, so let's go to Home Goods and see what we find. Girl, it's hot as fish grease out here. Jesus. Let's go to Home Goods, see what we find, see what goodies they have in the stores. Because again, when you're decorating a raggedy apartment, scale is key. But I also know that sometimes in small spaces, bigger is better. So we are looking for a little something to fill up that space in the corner, to tie our whole room in and make this whole vision come to life. Let's go. Let's roll out. But first, we got to stop and get some coins. So if you're in the Delaware area, there is a Home Goods on Christiana Road. I don't know how far or how close that is to your home, but for me, it's about 5 to 6 minutes away. So we're going to go check this first Home Goods to see what they have. Check them out. Quick disclaimer. Nobody talks about. When you go into stores like Home Goods, Burlington, TJ Maxx, make sure that you have a substantial amount of cash. These stores are The type of stores that you go in and you may see something that you like. If you don't pull the trigger and purchase it right then, when you go back, it won't be there. I promise you it won't be there. Somebody else will be done bought the thing that you wanted, the thing that you sat on the fence with, that one item that you said, oh, I'll wait till payday to get it. That one item that you said, oh, I'll get it the next time I come. I'm telling you, when you go to stores like Home Goods, Home Sense, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, all those, because those are really good ones. When you go to those stores, make sure that you have enough cash so that you can pull the trigger and purchase the things and the items that you want right then and there. You don't want to wait. You don't want to have to be able to, you don't want to be in a position where you go back and it's gone. If you can't afford to get it right then, save your money. Don't go to the stores until you have at least, I'm just going to say a roundabout figure, at least $75 to $100, just in case you run into some items that you see that you like. They may be perfect for your space and you'll be able to purchase them. It's a done deal. It's a win-win. Let's keep going. Okay, guys, so we just got to Home Goods, Marshalls, and Home Sense. In my local area, we have the 3 stores all connected. Again, I'm based inside of Delaware. So it's a win-win for me because I get to go to all 3 stores at one time. So if you're ready to go shop, let's go shopping. Okay, y'all, so our first stop was Home Sense. They have everything from soup to nuts, y'all. From pots to planters to furniture to dishes, rugs, pillows, you name it. But today we are here on a mission. We looking for something to fill in that little space in that corner. Preferably a planter because I would love to put a nice size tree in that corner. Just to continue with the space to tie everything in together. They have sculptures. They have mulch. They have greenery. They just have everything. It's pretty much a one-stop shop. 9 times out of 10, you'll definitely be able to find something that you're looking for, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't like to order everything online. I'm more of like a touchy-feely, hands-on person. So I prefer to go into the stores where I can actually see the merchandise and not have to guess the dimensions. Because to be real with y'all, sometimes you order stuff online and you get it and it's entirely too small for the space. So I take my chances with going out to these stores just to see, to feel, to be in that energy, y'all. Just that energy of knowing that you're creating something so beautiful and so gorgeous. It's worth taking a trip. So again, guys, we are looking for something to fill the space in that one little corner of the apartment. Something beautiful, but something affordable. This happens to be one of my favorite stores. Now, this happens to be Home Goods, which is right next door to Home Sense in my local area. They had a lot of nice items, y'all, especially for the garden section. A lot of artificial flowers, planters, beautiful lamps, by the way. I mean, absolutely gorgeous lamps. If you are looking for a lamp, this is the place to be. However, they didn't really have what I was looking for, so we're just going to move on to another store, go look at another location, just try to figure it out from here. These beautiful chairs. This chair. It's only $129.99. Wow. Unbelievable prices. Like I said, when you come in these stores and you see these items, you want to make sure that you have enough cash saved so that in the event that you see something that you like, you are able to purchase it and not have to worry about coming back to the store to only be disappointed because the item that you wanted is no longer here. Now, remember I told y'all that artwork that I purchased? This is where I got the artwork from. Y'all, they have so many beautiful pieces, from benches to tables, you name it, they have it. It's all here. But just look at these beautiful prints. Again, when you get tired of them, you purchase one, you get tired of it, you can always paint over them. You do not, and I repeat, you do not have to throw your prints away. You can just simply repaint them, exactly like I did. Or if you really loving the art and the portraits that you see here, they have so many varieties, so many shapes, so many different sizes at an amazing price point. You can get beautiful art and not have to spend a whole bunch of money to get it. Okay, so went in Home Goods, went in Home Sense. They had nothing at this store. So now we are going to go take a little road trip. There is another Home Goods. I don't know if it's a Marshall's connected to it, but I know for sure that there is another Home Goods in Middletown, Delaware. So let's take a trip. Okay, y'all, so we have arrived at the second Home Goods in Middletown. We're gonna go look around and check it out and see if they have what we need. Let's go inside. Okay, so this is the Home Goods located in Middletown. It's a little smaller than the one that I have in my area by Christiana Road, but they still have some amazing items, some beautiful pieces. My objective was to look for a nice size planter or plant pot to fill in that space for the corner of the apartment. So we're just walking around trying to locate, see if we see something that's worth pulling the trigger for, y'all. They have a lot of a lot of outdoor stuff for your backyard. They had a lot of pottery vessels, throw rugs, you name it, they had it all. Now, I had my eye on those 2 black planters that you see right there. So I'm going to look around just a little bit more before I make my final decision and my final purchase to see if that's what I really want to put in that space. I'm still not certain. I'm still not 100% with it, but I'm going to give it a shot to see if it'll work for me. I don't know. If I change my mind, I'll come back and do something else. But for right now, I think I'm going to go with the 2 little black planters that I saw. This was a really nice piece right here, and it was on sale for only $72. I couldn't believe it. Again, I'm going to purchase the 2 little planters that you see right here. I think I'm going to pull the trigger and get those and take them home, try them out, see if they work for me in my space. Or I'm going to go to Lowe's first because they have beautiful and amazing plants. And I'm looking for a semi-tree. And I find that when I buy them from stores like Home Depot and Lowe's, they're more affordable. So that's where we're going now. Come take this ride with me. Let's go to Lowe's. Now, the one thing that I really do love about Delaware is that everything is right where you need it to be. The Lowe's was directly across the street from the Home Goods. So literally, it was less than a 1-minute drive to come and find the plant that I'm looking for to fill up that space. And again, y'all, I got those 2 small planters, but I'm looking for a really nice size tree or a nice size plant. So we're just going to keep looking around to see what I find. If I find something that's large enough, I may return those planters and get something else. But for right now, we just going to keep what we have. So here we just walking around looking to see what the trees is hitting for. These are the Majesty palms, I believe. Yeah, and they're more of like an outdoor plant. They don't do well in dark and drab spaces. So, I just like the look, but I'm going to keep on going. Y'all, when I tell you I walked in and found this plant, it was love at first sight. We found the plant. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh my God. I'm in love. Found my plant. And guess what? It was only $49.98. Okay, guys, so remember I told you I went to Home Goods because I needed one more piece to finish the puzzle. And now it's time for us to do the final review. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks for your ugly apartment to make it look and feel gorgeous.